Lesson 2.3, Social Media and Professional Integrations.
Today's goal: master social media integrations and build a social media intelligence agent.
Welcome to Lesson 2.3. I'm Yannick and I'm here with Sarah. Today we're unlocking the power of social media intelligence across multiple platforms.
Social media contains massive amounts of business intelligence, from professional networks to real-time conversations, visual content strategies, and emerging platform trends.
By the end of this lesson, you'll understand how to extract actionable insight from any social platform and apply these techniques across entire digital intelligence strategy. Social media integration transforms your agents into comprehensive digital intelligence platforms.
Each platform offers unique insights. LinkedIn for professional intelligence, Twitter for real-time conversations, and Instagram for visual engagement.
The strategic approach combines multiple platforms to create a complete picture of a digital presence, audience engagement, and market positioning.
This multi-platform intelligence enables sophisticated business decisions across recruitment, marketing, partnerships, and competitive analysis.
Agent AI provides comprehensive social media tools that enable cross-platform intelligence gathering.
LinkedIn tools give us professional networks and career data. Twitter tools provide real-time conversation and trend analysis. Instagram tools reveal visual content strategies and audience insights. The key insight: each platform follows the same integration pattern: discover, extract, analyze, enhance with AI intelligence.
Master one platform's integration, and you can apply the same techniques to any other social platform.
Today we're building a social media intelligence agent using LinkedIn as our example, but the pattern applies to all platforms.
We'll demonstrate comprehensive social intelligence gathering that you can adapt for Twitter monitoring, Instagram analysis, or multi-platform strategies.
The techniques you learn today, profile discovery, data extraction, activity analysis, strategic insights, work across all social platforms.
You'll see how to transform social media data into strategic business intelligence regardless of the platform. Ready to master social media intelligence? Alright, now we're going to create our agent. We're going to add a description that is a comprehensive tool for digital intelligence gathering. We're going to now head to the Actions tab.
Let's create our first input, which will be target identification. So for LinkedIn, this is the person's name. For Twitter, it might be a handle or a username. So we can go get user input, keep it as type text, and prompt enter the person's full name.
And we're not going to, you could put some examples of a famous person or just a basic name like John Smith, something like that. We're not going to put a default value, and we're going to name this out_target person.
And then we're going to go ahead and add a second input and get user input. This will be the context that will help with platform-specific discovery. So the prompt will be enter their company or additional identifying information.
This could be their company, where they're from, just something so you can get a more specific read on them. We're not going to put default value, and we're going to name this out_context info. Next, we're going to add another input, this one being a drop down, and this question will be, what is the analysis focus?
And for our options, we'll put competitor intelligence, recruitment assessment, influencer analysis, market research, and partnership evaluation.
And we're not going to put a default value, and we're going to name this out_analysis_focus.
Next, we're going to go ahead and add our first processing step. So we're going to go get data, scroll down and find LinkedIn profile. put the search query as our target person space our target info.
We're going to name this out_social discovery. And we're going to save that.
Next, we're going to add a step for data extraction from a social platform. So in this case, we're going to go get data and say get LinkedIn profile. The same pattern applies to get Instagram profile or get recent tweets or any other platform extraction tool. For this, we're going to put our handle that we just got.
Now we're going to save this as out social data. The next step, we're going to add another action. We're going to go to get data and we're going to go to get LinkedIn activity. So this could be recent tweets for Twitter monitoring, or this could be Instagram posts for content analysis. Now for this step, you're going to want to copy this little link up here and you're going to want to paste it in here, and instead of this name at the end, you're going to want to put out social discovery, and you're going to name this out activity analysis. And over here you can select the number of posts you want it to retrieve. So we are going to pick 10 posts, click save. Next we're going to go to add action, use AI. Okay, so now we're going to need to add a prompt for this. So instead of going to ChatGPT, another thing you can do is you can use Claude. So we've already asked it to provide us a prompt using the same structures that we always have. And so this is the prompt it provided. We're going to copy this and we're going to paste it in here. You can use ChatGPT, it'll work just as well. It's just we decided to use Claude this time. You could also use other LLMs, but these are two that we stick to. And as you see, we have the large outputs at the end. Analysis focus is usually pretty short, so we can keep that in the middle or beginning. And we're going to name this out strategic intelligence.
Now we're going to go and add another LLM call. So we're going to go add action, use AI, use Gen AI, and this time we're going to have the model as Claude Sonnet. And we again have a generated prompt in Claude that we're going to use.
Okay, so let's go get it.
And this prompt is focused on getting the context behind this person's career or industry.
I paste it in, and we're going to name this out professional content. Next, we're going to add another LLM step. So we're going to go to the Use AI tab and click Use Gen AI. And again, we're going to go to Claude to receive another prompt. So now I'll head there now. We'll copy this and we'll paste this in. And we're going to name this out platform recommendation. And we're going to save this.
Now we're going to add our final LLM step, which formats this in a way that's easily readable.
And again, we're going to go to Claude, and we're going to get our prompt. And we're going to copy it. I'm going to paste this in, and now it'll be formatted nicely. And we're going to name this out comprehensive social report. I'm going to save this.
And now our final step is to just show our output. So we're going to go add action, create output, show output, and put our variable from the last LLM call.
And we're going to save the format as auto. Save. And now we can go click publish changes and run it. Now we can enter a person's name.
So we can do Jeff Bezos.
And we can say owner of Amazon, multi-billionaire, and we can choose any of these. We can say competitor intelligence, and let's click go. This is going to take a little bit of a long time because there's a couple LLM steps, and usually LLM steps take a decent amount of time. Should be completing. But as you can see here, it comes up with things like no posts, no information. So something that you have to keep in mind is that people like Jeff Bezos may not have a LinkedIn. So now we're going to try this with someone who we know has a LinkedIn. So we're going to try Vikram Ekamra of Visceral Solutions. And here we can do influencer analysis just to see. I mean, you can choose any of these, though some may not work for certain people if they don't really fit the criteria for it. So we'll click go, and you can go look at the dev console here. The way we figured out previously that the Jeff Bezos one wasn't working is that in one of our find LinkedIn profiles, it showed that it wasn't the correct output, and we went and looked it up and we realized Jeff Bezos doesn't have a LinkedIn. And something you'll find with your agents is that you'll come into little errors like these. So it's always good to try a couple different things and see if your agent works for all use cases or only some, and see why it doesn't work for some. And the dev console is a good way to do that. And yes, this one might take a little bit of time because there are multiple LLM steps, and as you see, the first one just took 45 seconds in itself, so there's a couple of them. And as you get into more complex agents, you'll have a longer waiting time, but in the end it does save you a lot of time because to actually go to someone's LinkedIn, write up a whole thing, it takes much more time than this. Yep, and this one took 36 seconds. Okay, so now we're going to get actual outputs. So you have actual information from his LinkedIn page and social media intelligence, all this stuff. You'll get a different formatted response for each different selection that you pick here. I suggest you test all of them out, see if it works on everybody. It might not work on some people because they might not have information about that. I encourage you to try that. Now we're going to head back and look at our agent workflow just one more time. Click edit up here to get back to it. Now looking at this, you see how it's getting more intense with multiple inputs, multiple different get data steps, and multiple different LLM calls.
And it's important to mention that the same discovery pattern will work across all platforms. So again, you can use this for Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or anything else you need to do.
And it might not be exactly the same, but you'll have similar concepts, and you'll be able to go and have some trial and error with it and kind of play around with it, and you will figure out how to use it. This is just a good basis, and LinkedIn is one of the ones that is pretty useful, so we decided to use that one. And now we'll head back to look at our summary. Alright, let's summarize the social media intelligence mastery you achieved today.
You learned the universal pattern for social media integration that works across LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and any platform.
Activity analysis and strategic intelligence showed you how to transform platform-specific data into comprehensive business intelligence.
And professional context analysis demonstrated how to enhance social media insights with career and industry intelligence for strategic decision-making.
For the next steps, we'll complete the quiz and experiment with different platform combinations using patterns we demonstrated.
And Module 3 will teach you how to create intuitive user experiences that make complex social intelligence accessible to any business user.
You're building the foundation for a comprehensive digital intelligence automation across all social platforms.
Excellent work mastering social media intelligence. See you in Module 3.